Hello students. So in the last class I have explained to you about what are biomolecules, what are biomicromolecules, what are biomacromolecules, and what are the constituents present in the living cell. That means both organic and the inorganic constituents. In that organic constituents I am just explaining to you about. That is mainly about the carbohydrates I have explained. Carbohydrates are of three types: monosaccharides, then oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. So up to polysaccharides I have explained to you. Monosaccharides means simple sugar. Oligosaccharide in the sense they are formed by the condensation of or joining the 2 to 9 monosaccharide units, and polysaccharides in the sense more than 10 monosaccharide units when joined together they form the polysaccharide. Example for the polysaccharides I have told you: starch, glycogen, inulin, cellulose, etc. Now starch, if you take an example, it is a polymer of glucose. In the sense there are around 200 to thousands together glucose monosaccharide units will join and form a starch. Similarly, glycogen is also a polymer of mainly the glucose. So what I am telling you about polysaccharide in the sense there are many monosaccharides will join and form a complex sugar that we call it as a polysaccharide. Okay. Now next coming to mainly the proteins. Before explaining about the proteins, let me explain about the amino acids. Now what are these amino acids? Amino acids. Amino acids mainly having they having the amino group, that is NH2 group in them, carboxyl group in them, okay, and R. Now this R in amino acid is variable. Amino acid consisting of one amino group and one carboxyl group. R is variable. It may be a H, it may be CH2CO, CH2O, methyl alcohol, it may be different. So there are different amino acids are there. Okay, so mainly amino acids consisting of amino group and carboxyl group. Okay, now these amino acids, there are around 300 different amino acids are there. Okay, 300 different amino acids are present. Out of that, only 20 amino acids forms protein. Okay, they will join and form proteins. So these are called as protein amino acids. What I told you, there are around 300 different amino acids are there. Out of that, only 20 amino acid forms protein. So these 20 amino acids are called as protein amino acids, and rest of them are called non-protein amino acids. That means the proteins are formed by condensation of different amino acids. Okay, proteins are formed by, now what are proteins? They are called as polypeptides. Proteins are also called as polypeptides. Now what are the simple units or the monomer present in the protein? That is amino acids. So many amino acids join together and form protein. Have I explained to you about the polysaccharides? There are many monosaccharides will join and form polysaccharide. So what are the proteins formed by? Amino acids. So out of 300 only, how many amino acid forms the protein? 20 amino acids form the protein. Why they are called as a polypeptide? Because these amino acids are joined by the peptide bond. So poly means many. So many amino acids are joined by the peptide bond. Hence proteins are also called as polypeptides. Another very important thing regarding the protein is that they are mainly consisting of amino acids, but here how I told you about the polysaccharide, now starch is formed by many monosaccharide units, but same kind like glucose, around 200 such glucose units or thousands of glucose units will join and form starch. But here it is not the same case. A single same type of amino acid will not join. There are different amino acids will join. So the example for the amino acid is glycine, alanine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, aspartic acid, glutamic acid. So these are different types of amino acids are there, which will join and form protein. So different amino acids will be joining and forming the protein. Now these proteins are mainly essential for our growth and the development. They are called as the building blocks. Okay, amino acids are also called as the building blocks of the protein. So proteins are very much essential, okay, for the growth and the development. Okay, so this is very short. I've told you about the proteins. Proteins are made up of amino acids. Amino acid consisting of one amino group and one carboxyl group. This R is variable. Different groups are present over here. So there are around 300 different amino acids are there. Out of that only 20 forms the protein. Those are called as protein amino acids and rest of them are called as non-protein amino acids. Protein we also call them as polypeptides. Why we call polypeptides? Poly means many. Peptide means the linkage or a bond which is present between the amino acid is called as a peptide bond. Hence proteins are also called as polypeptides. Now see here, I have told you about the carbohydrates, proteins, now lipids. These lipids are also present in the acid insoluble group. Though they have low molecular weight. Yesterday I told you that biomacromolecules in the sense which are having molecular weight more than 1000 daltons. But here lipids are having less than 1000 dalton as a molecular weight. Still they are found in acid insoluble pool. The reason is that lipids are mainly called to be, they are called as esters of fatty acid and alcohol. Okay, lipids are called as esters of fatty acid and alcohol. So as the fatty acid you must have studied in your 10th standard or thing. Fatty acids having the general formula RCOOH, means they have a carboxyl group. As they have a carboxyl group, this end is polar end and the other end is non-polar end, which is mainly either a methyl group or a ethyl group or a long mainly hydrocarbon chain. So the number of the depending upon the hydrocarbon, the different types of fatty acids are present. So as there are mainly the polar end is present, they are mainly found in the acid insoluble pellets. Okay, so because of its polar nature, they are found in acid insoluble, mainly the pellets. Whereas though lipids are having low molecular weight. So I told you that lipids are nothing but esters of fatty acids and alcohol. Now what are fatty acids? Fatty acids are mainly written as a formula RCOOH. Now this R is a hydrocarbon. Okay, it is a hydrocarbon. H, here carbon, H, like that. Okay, there are different hydrocarbon chain and then COOH group is present. Okay, this is the hydrocarbon chain. Long R indicates the hydrocarbon chain. Fatty acids are of two types. Saturated fatty acids, that means the one which are present in the lipids, are of two types. Saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids. Unsaturated fatty acids. Unsaturated fatty acids. Now why we call saturated fatty acids? They have a carbon-carbon single bond. Then we call it as saturated fatty acids. And they have a high melting point. Okay, they have a higher melting point. And they are solid at room temperature. Hence they are called as saturated fatty acid. Examples ghee, butter, etc. So these are present. And I told you that there is a fatty acid, unsaturated fatty acid is there. If at all there is a carbon-carbon double bond is present over here, then we call it as unsaturated fatty acids. Okay, here COOH group will be there. COOH group will be present. Is it clear? So mainly the lipids are esters of fatty acids and alcohol. Fatty acid which is present in the lipid, either it is a saturated or unsaturated. Now alcohol which is present over here is most of the time is glycerol. It may be different also. Alcohol which is associated with the fatty acid is most of the time is glycerol. Glycerol is also called as trihydroxypropane. Trihydroxypropane. Now the examples of saturated fatty acids are palmitic acid, stearic acid, etc. Unsaturated fatty acid example oleic acid, then linoleic acid, etc. Linolenic acid, arachidonic acid are called to be unsaturated fatty acid. So I am talking now about the alcohol which is associated with it. Most of the time it is glycerol. This glycerol is also called trihydroxypropane. So if at all only one single hydrocarbon chain is attached with the alcohol, then we call them as monoglycerides, because glycerol is present. To this glycerol, if only one chain of fatty acid is present, then we call them as monoglycerides. If there are two chains of mainly the fatty acids are attached, then we call them as diglycerides. And if at all there are three chains of fatty acids are attached, then we call them as triglycerides. Now whatever the fat we eat in the form of oil, butter, etc., these are all triglycerides. So we consume the fat in the form of triglyceride. Hence whatever the lipid we consume, it has to be broken down into monoglyceride and later on into the fatty acid and glycerol, then only it can be absorbed into our blood. Similarly, I have told you previously about the protein. So proteins are also degraded by our mainly the enzymes present in our gastric juice. They are present in our mainly the intestinal juice. These are mainly totally broken down into the simplest form, that is amino acid. Then only they can be absorbed into our blood. Similarly, whatever the food content, lipid when we are consuming, it has to be broken down into the simplest form, that is fatty acid and alcohol, then only it can be absorbed into our blood. So whatever the lipid in the form we are consuming, it will be in the form of a triglyceride. Triglyceride in the sense tri andre 3. Glyceride andre ಒಂದು glycerol ಗೆ 3 fatty acid attached ಆದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ triglyceride ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ನಾವು ಲೆಸನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲಿಪಿಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, what they are essential to us. You all are knowing lipids mainly provide us energy. Okay, so the maximum amount of the energy will get it from the lipid. Why the carbohydrates are necessary? They are also providing us energy. Okay, then why the proteins are necessary? They are providing us for the growth and the development. The proteins are required to mainly enhance our body strength. The proteins are very much required. Now lipids, they provide us energy. Now coming to the another organic compound, that is nucleic acid. Now nucleic acids means what exactly? These nucleic acids are of two types. You must have studied about DNA and RNA. DNA and RNA. Nucleic acids, that is DNA and RNA, are present in eukaryotes. Eukaryote ಅಂದ್ರೆ mainly the cell nucleus, prominent nucleus ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ mainly the contents will be present over here in the nucleoplasm. The DNA will be present in the nucleus. ಈ DNA in the form of a chromatin material ಇರ್ತದೆ. Okay, it gets condensed and it carries the genetical material. It will be present inside the nucleus. Okay, it will be present inside the nucleus. So DNA is present inside the nucleus. In the prokaryotes, it is a circular DNA and it is present outside, because there is no nucleus present in the prokaryotic cells. So it is a circular DNA which is present over there. ಅದರ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಕಲಿತೀರಿ. So DNA ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದೆ? ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. RNA will be present in the cytoplasm. RNA ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದೆ? Cytoplasm ಒಳಗಡೆ RNA present ಇರ್ತದೆ. These RNA, whatever are there, they are of three types actually. Okay, RNA are of three types. ಯಾವ three types ಇರ್ತಾವ? Messenger RNA, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ mRNA ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Okay, then rRNA ಅಂದ್ರೆ ribosomal RNA ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Okay, rRNA ಅಂದ್ರೆ ribosomal RNA. tRNA ಅಂದ್ರೆ mainly transfer RNA. So these RNA are non-genetic, whereas DNA is a genetical material in almost all the living organisms. Okay, DNA is a genetical material in almost all the living organism. Artha? Whereas RNA is mainly very few viruses. Okay, RNA is a genetical material. Okay, RNA is a genetical material of the viruses, but not mainly the living organism. Right? So, non-genetical RNA are three types: messenger RNA, rRNA, and tRNA. Andre transfer RNA. Ivu RNA irtava, they are mainly involved in protein synthesis. Ivu ಮೂರು ತರದ RNA ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ತವೆ? Protein synthesis ಗೆ help ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. In short, I am just telling you about what is DNA and RNA. Where is the location of the DNA? In the nucleus of the cell. Where is the location of the RNA? In the cytoplasm of the cell. DNA forms the genetical material of almost all the living organism. RNA is mainly non-genetical. Only few viruses have, like maybe tobacco, mosaic virus, you must have studied it. They have a RNA as a genetical material. RNA, non-genetical RNA are of three types. Messenger RNA, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ mRNA ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Messenger RNA is called as mRNA. rRNA ಅಂದ್ರೆ ribosomal RNA, ribosomal RNA, and ಇದು tRNA ಅಂದ್ರೆ transfer RNA. ಇವು ಮೂರು RNA ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನ್ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ RNA ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಈಗ DNA. ಸೊ ಈ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬೈ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್. ಹೆಂಗ ಆಗಳೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಮೊನೋಮರ್. ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಒಳಗಿನ ಮೊನೋಮರ್ ಅದು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಪಾಲಿಸ್ಯಾಕರೈಡ್ ಒಳಗಿನ ಮೊನೋಮರ್ ಅದು ಮೊನೋಸ್ಯಾಕರೈಡ್. ಫ್ಯಾಟಿ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಲಿಪಿಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಿನ ಮೊನೋಮರ್ ಅದು ಫ್ಯಾಟಿ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್. ಅದೇ ತರ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಮೊನೋಮರ್ ಯಾವುದು? ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೊನೋಮರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್? ಮೊನೋಮರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್, ಸಿಂಪ್ಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಯಾವುದು? ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್. ಸೊ these many nucleotides will join and form nucleic acid. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಗೆ ಪಾಲಿನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. What we call the nucleic acid as polynucleotide. Polynucleotides. Okay. Now DNA mainly consisting of, it is a double stranded. DNA irutade, itara in double strand DNA irutade. Whereas RNA single strand irutade. Okay, RNA is a single stranded, whereas DNA is a double stranded. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವ? ಪಾಲಿನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಚೈನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಪಾಲಿನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಚೈನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು, ಇದು ಒಂದು. There are two nucleotide chains are present. Now what are these nucleotides made up of? Nucleotides mainly consisting of, so nucleic acids are polynucleotides. Now nucleotides means, what are the things which are present in a nucleotide? It mainly consisting of pentose sugar. Nucleotide ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ? pentose sugar. ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, pentose sugar is a monosaccharide, C5H10O5. ಹೌದಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ pentose sugar. Two types you must remember, that also I told you. Deoxyribose and only ribose, right? Deoxyribose sugar and ribose sugar. So pentose sugar are of two types. ಯಾವ್ದು? Deoxyribose sugar. ಈಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿರೈಬೋಸ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ? C5H10 ಬಟ್ O4, ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿ, there is a removal of one oxygen at actually position number 2. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಲಿತೇವೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿ ಅಂತ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪೆಂಟೋಸ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಒಳಗಂದ್ರೆ ರೈಬೋಸ್ ಶುಗರ್. ಓಕೆ, so the nucleotide is formed by pentose sugar and a nitrogen base. Okay, nitrogen base. It's a heterocyclic, okay, structure. Nitrogen bases which are present in the nucleic acids are of different types. They are classified as purines and mainly purines and pyrimidines. Pyrimidines. So purines andre adenine and guanine. Adenine and guanine are purines. Whereas pyrimidines andre thymine, cytosine and uracil ಅಂತಿರ್ತವೆ. Okay, these are called as pyrimidines. So ಏನೇನಿರ್ತದೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನೇನು? ಪೆಂಟೋಸ್ ಶುಗರ್, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬೇಸ್. ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಎರಡು ತರ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್. ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ ಎರಡು ತರದ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಅಡೆನಿನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗ್ವಾನಿನ್. ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್ 3 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಥೈಮಿನ್, ಸೈಟೋಸಿನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯೂರಾಸಿಲ್. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದರೊಳಗಡೆ just I am writing over here what is present, phosphate group ಅಥವಾ phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid. So just I am writing here. Okay, so what is present in the nucleotide ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿವಾಗ pentose sugar, nitrogen base plus phosphoric acid. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್. ಈ ತರ ಇದು ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್. ಈ ತರ many such nucleotides will join and form nucleic acid. That is polynucleotide. ಆವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ DNA structure ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ. So this DNA structure mainly consisting of ಇದು ಒಂದು polynucleotide chain, ಇದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು polynucleotide chain. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಏನೇನು ಇರಬೇಕು? ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಪೆಂಟೋಸ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಚೈನ್. ಇದು ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್. ಈ ತರ ಮೆನಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಈ ತರ ಎರಡು ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ DNA is a double stranded ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ only one strand of a RNA. RNA consisting of a single, but ಇದು ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್. It is also a polynucleotide. Okay, but single strand. ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಬೇಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ DNA ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. Just you must understand what is nucleic acid. Nucleic acid, where exactly it is present? It is nucleic acids are of two types. DNA ಅಂದ್ರೆ deoxyribose. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ deoxyribose ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ DNA ಗೆ? Because it is consisting of deoxyribose sugar. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Deoxyribose nucleic acid. Okay, why we call DNA as a deoxyribose ಇರ್ತದೆ? ಶುಗರ್ ಯಾವ್ದಿರ್ತದೆ? ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿ. RNA ಅಂತ RNA ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ribose nucleic acid. RNA is nothing but ribose nucleic acid. Why it is called ribose nucleic acid? Because it consisting of which sugar? Pentose sugar, ribose sugar. Nitrogen bases ಏನೇನು ಇರ್ತಾವ? ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಡೆನಿನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗ್ವಾನಿನ್. ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್ DNA ಒಳಗೆ ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್, ಥೈಮಿನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೈಟೋಸಿನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. whereas RNA ಒಳಗಡೆ ಥೈಮಿನ್ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. RNA do not have this thymine. Then what are present? Cytosine and uracil in the RNA. The detail of the structure you are going to study this year also, and next year completely molecular biology is based on this thing. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ at least what are nucleic acids ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. DNA is present in the nucleus of the cell, whereas RNA is present in the cytoplasm of the cell. DNA is a genetical material of almost all the living organisms, except a few viruses, it won't be there. So RNA has a genetical material. DNA is responsible carrying the hereditary material, okay, it carries the information, whereas RNA is responsible, which are non-genetical RNA, responsible for protein synthesis. DNA is double-stranded, whereas RNA is single-stranded. What are nucleic acids? They are formed by condensation of many nucleotides. Hence what we call them as polynucleotides. Now this nucleotide, one single nucleotide means what? Pentose sugar, nitrogen base and a phosphoric acid is nothing but a nucleotide. Pentose sugar are of two types, deoxyribose and ribose. In DNA, deoxyribose sugar is present. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ deoxyribose nucleic acid ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. RNA ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ pentose sugar ಇರ್ತದೆ? ribose nucleic acid ಇರ್ತದೆ. Nitrogen bases are of two types, purines and pyrimidines. What are purines? Adenine and guanine. What are pyrimidines? Thymine, cytosine and uracil. DNA consisting of only two pyrimidines. ಯಾವ್ದು? ಥೈಮಿನ್, ಸೈಟೋಸಿನ್. ಅಡೆನಿನ್, ಗ್ವಾನಿನ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ತರ RNA ಒಳಗಡೆ ಥೈಮಿನ್ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಸೈಟೋಸಿನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯುರಾಸಿಲ್ ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil are the nitrogen bases present in the RNA, and phosphoric acid. Okay, so this is in short, I have explained to you about the organic compounds which we are going to study in biomolecule lesson. What are exactly these organic compounds we are going to study? Apart from that, in this lesson, we are going to study about the enzymes, that detailed structure of the enzyme, what are enzymes, that all we will study in the class. So students, we have studied in biomolecule lesson about mainly organic compounds and inorganic compounds which are present in the living tissue. We call together as biomolecules. These biomolecules we have seen is organic and inorganic constituent of the cell. Then I will explain to you about what are biomicromolecules and what are biomacromolecules. Micromolecules consisting of less than 1000 daltons, and those are the monomers, whereas biomacromolecules are formed by condensation of biomicromolecules. These are polymer of biomicromolecules. I have just explained to you about what are the organic compounds of the cell. Okay, in this lesson, biomolecules, we are going to study only about the organic constituent of the cell, like carbohydrates, proteins, then mainly the lipids and the nucleic acids. So all these are present in their acid insoluble pool, whereas biomicromolecules are found in acid soluble pool, and these are lipids, proteins, carbohydrates and nucleic acids are found in acid insoluble pool. Soluble pool ಒಳಗೆ simple form ಒಳಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತವೆ, like, so what are these biomicromolecules which are simple form? Carbohydrate and the polysaccharide of the simple form yadu, mainly the monosaccharides. So these simple sugars are present in the acid soluble pool. Protein mainly the monomer yadu, amino acid. It is present in acid soluble pool. Lipids usually lipids are mainly insoluble in water. They are only soluble in the mainly the alcohol, then also the chloroform, like that. Okay, so they are not present there. So they are present in the acid insoluble pool only. Then what are the other components, like nucleic acid at the simplest form are the nucleotide. So which are found in the acid soluble pool. So ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, and ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್. Proteins are formed by condensation of many amino acids, which are different amino acids are there. Hence proteins we also call them as polypeptides. Then I will explain to you about the lipids. Lipids are mainly formed by condensation of fatty acids and alcohol. Fatty acid in the lipid is either saturated or unsaturated. The general formula for the lipid is RCOH. Saturated fatty acids are mainly having higher melting point, okay, and they are solid at room temperature. Example for this are mainly palmitic acid, stearic acid, etc. Whereas unsaturated fatty acids are oleic acid, linoleic acid, linolenic acid, arachidonic acid. I have just written here two. So these two acids are examples of unsaturated fatty acids. So lipids either consisting of saturated or unsaturated fatty acid along with alcohol. Most of the time, I am just telling you, most of the time, not always, alcohol is glycerol. So if there are only one single fatty acid is associated with the glycerol, then we call it as a monoglyceride. If two fatty acids are associated with the glycerol, then we call it as diglyceride. And if the three fatty acids are associated with mainly the glycerol, then we call it as a triglyceride. Then I will explain to you about nucleic acid, which are mainly the polymer of nucleotides. Nucleotide consisting of pentose sugar, nitrogen base and phosphoric acid. Nucleic acids are of two types, DNA and RNA. DNA consisting of deoxyribose sugar, nitrogen base and phosphoric acid, which is double stranded bond. Whereas RNA consisting of ribose sugar, nitrogen base and phosphoric acid. Nitrogen bases are purines and pyrimidines. Purines are adenine, guanine, pyrimidines are thymine, cytosine and uracil. DNA consisting of adenine, guanine, proteins. Whereas RNA consisting of adenine guanine purines and cytosine and uracil as parent